has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Hey guys, Malzo here again. Gonna do just a quick and easy video. I thought this would be a lot of fun to do. I know some people have asked when I played or when I started playing. Well, it was a long time ago, and I thought it would just be fun to go over my old frag movies that I made back in the day. I know I've commented that my first video that I did on this channel was recorded with a potato, but these ones were literally recorded with a potato. Okay, let's get into this. This video was made 2002, I think. It was before 1.6, I'm pretty sure. It was either 1.4 or 1.5. And so I would have been 15, 16, 15 years old when I made this. So it's pretty entertaining. I had a guy draw that logo for me for the video. And by the way, there's no music or anything because YouTube is fucking anal about music, but you guys are going to be missing some sick SR-71 music. But I'll just let you imagine the SR-71 music in your head. And back in the day, people were not nearly as good as they are now. Like, we were a pretty good Cal IM team. We're 7-0, 8-0. And that would have been, I don't think there's an intermediate anymore. I think there's just main or open main and premiere. Anyways, this is me, PC Mac. Back when I opt and no scopes or quick scopes, whatever you want to call it, were accurate. Boom. I haven't watched these in like I don't know, a couple years at least. I had to grab them off my other YouTube account because, fuck, I don't know where the files went on my computer. I was pretty pissed. I don't know if I accidentally deleted them doing something, but they're not there. But like, it's like watching the game in slow motion, eh? Like, back then people were so slow. Speaking of no scopes. So I kind of laughed when guys were like, hey, you should put a dot on the screen so you could tell where an opera's aiming. I'm like, well, I got a pretty good idea where people are aiming, but that's sick 1.4 or 1.3 knife there. Man, that's awesome. They changed it. Maybe not right away in 1.6, but later on they definitely changed it to a fucking lame knife, but it was pretty cool, like the holding it like tipped down. Should bring stuff like that back to CS:GO. Sick nade. This is some history for guys that haven't been around too long for sure. And like Thorin made that video about old 1.6 videos, and that's what kind of made me want to go over these. Actually, I commented on the Reddit post saying, like, kind of giving credit to BDS. He's the guy that pretty much started the whole frag movie movement in 1.6, or not 1. He started it earlier than that. He had some 1.3 footage and 1.4, 1.5. 1.4 and 1.5 were like almost back to back. There was very little time between them. Anyways, BDS was a Swedish guy. He made Frag or Die. Maybe I'll link that. Maybe I'll even put that on my channel. I looked for it the other day and it's not in a whole lot of places anymore. And it was seriously the frag movie that started all the frag movies pretty much. It was the first one to be made seriously. So yeah, I made these ones after Frag or Die, and just like Thorin says in his video, there was no fucking YouTube back then, so you had to upload these onto like File Shack, I think, or some weird fucking website, and then people would you'd have to post about it on Godfrag, if Godfrag was even there back then. I don't even know if it was made yet. Anyways, here's some juicy bits for you for your viewing pleasure. Okay, I was like 15 when I made this. Give me a break. Some op map. I used to love me some op map. It's not very popular anymore. Not like this anyways. And here are some filthy no scopes. So in 1.6 or any version, like I'm pretty sure it was accurate in source too, but if you right click and left click at the same time pretty much, or just right click slightly before you left click, you'll get a perfectly accurate no scope. So guys, you could even like put a piece of tape on your monitor if you wanted and aim. I tried it, it didn't help that much, but you could use that to aim and you'd have no scope. But man, they got to bring that back to Go, because that was like, those are the coolest looking plays. And we've seen it like with Simple. Pretty sure Simple had that sick no scope on Cash where they did the graffiti for it, and one of them's a no scope, like super long distance. They look so fucking cool. Like, look at that. And but in Go they made it random. Like if you don't scope in, it's a fucking, it could go anywhere. I don't know. I liked the no scopes. It was impressive, and it was always super fun to look at. That's why I put it in my frag movie. Yeah, it's nuts. Some good stuff. The music I had playing for this part of the clip, fuck, I forget who sang it, but it was so bad. Oh, it was like kind of skater punk sort of stuff, like hard, heavier. Anyways, it was not good. It was a fucking brutal nade to finish off the movie. Alright, this one was a little bit more modern. Well, not really. It was early 1.6 for sure. Probably 2003, if I had to guess. So maybe 1 year newer than the other one. I was a little bit better at movie making, not by much. I think this was Adobe Premiere that I made the whole thing in. And you guys don't know it, but you're missing out on some sweet, sweet Evanescence music. Back when Aztec was played in League, like, what the fuck? They should have made Aztec. Like, Aztec had so many cool moments. I remember there was a Heat On video. Man, what was it called? The One and Only, I think. Heat On. And he had like a couple insane clips on Aztec. It's just one of those maps. It was around for a long time. There's a lot of history on it, sort of thing. It would have been cool if they could have remade it to make it viable, but instead we get fucking Overpass. Like, fuck. I hate Overpass. Pretty solid pistol around here. Gonna jump in the water, see what's up. Pop some more heads. Okay, this clip is legit, even to this day. I think it's a, well, that spray's a little off, but not too bad. 3v1 retake. They have full control of the site. Nothing but Miles though here to stop the bomb from going off. A little interp kill. Okay, that's filthy. That's pretty cool. That's decent. That's decent for sure. This is the original Inferno too. They updated it later on in 1.6, but this was, well, fuck, this probably isn't even the original. There's probably an older one to this, but this is the oldest one that I remember. And like there were all sorts of demo viewing bugs back then, like the gun glitching around and stuff. When I was making these videos, you used to like there was no fraps or anything or shadow play like I use now. It was this is a cool kill. 2 bullets left in the clip, 3 bullets. Just like pop them. Anyways, there was a built-in feature with CS where it would just take screenshots. So you go into the demo and you tell it you want it to take 30 or 60 screenshots per second of the demo, and that's how you recorded your demo for a video. So then you go into your Half-Life folder, Counter-Strike folder, you'd have like 50,000 fucking JPEGs that you'd grab them all, throw them in a program, and then the program would like export or like stitch them all together to make a video out of it. It's such a fucking gong show. That's a sick no-scope too. Not all of these are me, but it's the team that I played on, so quite a few of them are me, but. And you can get custom grenade skins back then, and it wasn't the end of the world. Can't do that shit anymore. Another grenade suicide thing to finish it off. Okay, let's go to the last one. This one's a lot more recent. Well, probably 9 years old. I guess 21 or so when I was playing this, or playing during here. So it's a more modern part of 1.6 for sure. Later in the life, and this was made with Sony Vegas, which I wish I would have stayed comfortable with, but I'm not very good with it anymore. All this stuff is a lot harder to do than it looks, I thought. But I remember I showed this video to the first guy I showed it to. He's like, "Wow, the fucking picture quality at the beginning is really bad, eh?" I'm like, "Dude, those effects took me like 19 hours to do." He's like, "That's an effect." I'm like, yes. But anyways, it clears up eventually here. After I go through, like, all these effects are like really well timed with the music, but it looks stupid here because there's no music. Because YouTube would take my video down in like 2 seconds if I fucking played this sweet ass Bon Jovi song. Then we go right on to the old Mirage, or CPL Fire. Was it still called Fire back then? I think it was. And actually, this is the second version of it in 1.6. I'm pretty sure. I think there was a CPL Fire version before this, but it's pretty much. I mean, it's really similar to Mirage right now. Start things off with a 1 versus 5 camp in the corner the entire round. Only buying a kit. That's the only thing I bought that round, and I actually got the Ninja. So when I came back to the game, like, this was after I took a couple-year break. Like, I probably didn't play at least for 3 years. It's crazy how much better everyone gets when you take a break like that. But you do adapt like really quick to it. You can see just by watching this compared to like my first video. In my first video compared to other players, like, I was a much better player, probably than a higher percentage of people at the time. But in this video you could see, you know, I shoot faster, I aim better, but I was not nearly, like, I was terrible here compared to the guys I played against. It's just the community improved so much. There's a terrible knife that they changed to in 1.6, or in later 1.6. It's much better when they had it facing down. So you can't actually see a guy here, trust me, in the game. I just saw like a little thing of him. Not cheating, trust me. Famous last words, right? And I feel like I'm fully blind. So good, so good. Worst grenade, NA. Confirmed. I don't know why I kept that in the clip. I guess I get 2 kills there, but like, I was struggling for rounds. I didn't play very much at the time. Yeah, MP5 couldn't go through the doors back then either. Now you can spray through. Well, I guess they changed the door on Dust 2, so you can't do much damage through it, but like a 1.6, only a rifle would go through a wooden door. Pistol, maybe the Deagle went through, can't remember. But the MP5 definitely did not. So you gotta peek out, get him. This is switching to some sweet kill switch engage. Just felt like the spray downs back then were like more satisfying too. Maybe it's just me. I mean, the game obviously needed to be updated. Like, it looks like fucking ass, but movement and stuff like that was so good back then. Just a lot more involved, you know. Here I'm just getting way too carried away with the effects. It's like I just figured out enough in Sony Vegas just to like get myself in trouble, but to make it look even worse. And it's like if I knew a little bit less, maybe it wouldn't look so stupid. But if I knew a little bit more, I'd be better at actually doing it. Jesus. It's just a replay of the clip in my other frag movie with added with very well done added effects. There's that old knife I was talking about. It looks so much better, eh? Like they had something like that for 1.6 or for CS:GO. It's just the same kills as last time. Still looks good though. Money. Okay, guys, that'll wrap it up. I don't know how many of you stuck around for the whole thing. I'm gonna assume not many. I just wanted to do a more, you know, casual, or just kind of get some footage out there. It tells a little bit more about me and the history, you know, things that I've done in the game and stuff like that since I spent all my videos criticizing stuff, right? And it was fun. I haven't seen these videos in a while, and I had a lot of fun going through them. So it's good stuff. I still have big plans for the channel. I'm always kind of thinking of new video features to do, and I've got a few clips saved up. I'm gonna do some more roundup videos for sure because people really like those. They prefer, lots of people don't want to stick around for the 20-minute video. I'm also starting to get used to. I don't. If you watch like my first video, you could see, like I'm pretty uncomfortable like talking to myself for a long time. Well, it's very weird to sit in a room and put on the record button and then just talk to yourself. But I'm getting used to that, and I think I sound a bit better than in the first video where I'm questioning whether or not I should be recording myself or if I'm going crazy. So anyways, more videos to come as always, and I'm gonna check out E-League playoffs for sure. That should be some good stuff, and I'll post whatever I find. All right, see you guys.